When I came to this country, my main goal was to join the military, the army.
Before setting foot on a battlefield, Aaron was attacked by what doctors initially thought was a brain aneurysm. Later on, he was diagnosed with an inoperable tumor on his brain stem. The strong soldier-to-be was hospitalized at White Memorial for months. When he woke up, his life had changed.
I was very disappointed because physically I wasn't the same person. Mentally, I began to slowly I started to think like a normal person, but I was basically disoriented for 2 years, so I had no recollection of what was going on or anything. I considered suicide many times, especially at the beginning of college, because that's when I began to realize that physically I wasn't the same person, and because I couldn't join the army because 2 years have passed and I was actually older. I didn't know that.
Despite his condition, Aaron went to college and received a degree as an information systems engineer, but finding a job was almost impossible, and depression was always an issue. Then White Memorial became his salvation.
One of our chaplains told him, come and volunteer, keep yourself busy. He thought he wasn't going to be able to do it. He did. And now that he's an employee, he's really pleased with the hospital.
The volunteer program allows students as young as 15 years old from the local high schools, community partners, and colleges to spend time at White Memorial helping those in need with tasks as simple as giving them water or playing games with people who are waiting. The White Memorial Volunteer Program is making a difference for patients as well.
I gotta check them constantly because some people...
Aaron became a volunteer and eventually an employee at White Memorial. Now he works in the IT division and helps other employees whenever they have issues with their computers.
I began to look into volunteer programs, and somehow the hospital program caught my attention. And that's how I got here. I began to write computer programs for the hospital, and that's how I got in. Eventually, I proved myself, and they began to trust me, and that's when they hired me as a regular employee.
The Volunteer and Work Experience program at White Memorial has been opening the door to young minds and seniors to explore possibilities within the medical field. The program that started in 2007 with 6 volunteers now has around 300. A program that started with a grant from Bank of America and continues to be funded by Bank of America has had a direct impact on the East Los Angeles community.
The majority of our youth, they're from the community here in our East Los Angeles. What they currently do, they get trained, by doctors, by nurses, in different areas. If you have a dream even to be a clerical, that's the dream. Because of these programs, and because of the organizations that support these programs, they're able to do what they're doing, and I'm able to do what I'm doing for our youth, and not only for our youth, but for our community and for our hospital. They like the atmosphere, they like our people, they feel like it's family. We have most of our volunteers that are our youth have the attention that they don't have at home, the understanding and the caring, and especially because they learn new things. That's why they continue to stay here with us.
At the time students register to participate in the program, a majority indicate that they are doing so to fulfill a requirement for a minimum number of hours of community service in order to graduate. Yet, of those who had identified a college major, about 77% indicated an area of study leading to a career in healthcare. More than half who had identified an area of interest plan to enter the nursing profession. Approximately 10% of the students currently registered want to pursue the sciences or education. In 2008, volunteers contributed 13,400 volunteer hours, a value to White Memorial Medical Center of $294,398.